Good evening. I am back from Lucerne after spending the day over there, or down there. Yeah, it's south of here. Has its very own lake. So I have now paddle boarded or taken a boat ride on 4 lakes in the last 10 days. So that's kind of fun. Lake on Sea, Lake Léman in Geneva, Lake Zurich, and Lake Lucerne. So I took the train this morning. It was a lovely train ride. Went through multiple cities, including Zug, which is where my friend Jennifer used to live. Also on a beautiful lake called the Zug Sea. So we passed that as well on the train ride. Got to Lucerne and wandered about town. I saw the 2 churches that were renowned there that I found when I was searching. I actually was able to be but witness the Sunday morning service. So I sat in on a portion of that, and it was beautiful, and the church itself was beautiful. They have 2 famous bridges in Lucerne, a chapel bridge, and they're covered bridges and have really cool ceiling. I don't know how to describe it. There's a couple pictures. But that was really beautiful. Then I hiked up this really windy road and a bunch of stairs to get to some sort of fort with a big old clock tower and ramparts that you could walk along. Then I discovered the ferry terminal and decided that I wanted to see the Lion of Lucerne before taking the ferry, because instead of taking the train just straight back from Lucerne back to Zurich the way that I went, I looked on the map and I found this beautiful spot in a place called Meggenhorn Castle, and it had a bunch of trails and things back behind it, and it just looked like a really fun place to go. So I took the ferry instead of doing the full hour and 15-minute route around Lake Lucerne. I did just 45 minutes, and it went to the other side of the lake, and I got off at the Meggen stop and went up and saw the castle and hiked all around. And I'm saying this in all seriousness, I'm on day 19, I believe, and where I was today was by far the most beautiful spot I've seen since I've been in Europe. One of the most beautiful spots I've ever seen in my life. I thoroughly enjoyed every single minute of it. Hiking through those trails, beautiful gardens, gorgeous castle, and the entire property. Everything there was just the most incredible thing I've ever seen. Then I finished all of my hiking and wandering about and made it back to the town of Meggen, which was about a 40-minute walk to get from the castle into the actual part of the town. Found the train station and got on the train to come back. Train ride was lovely. There's 1 stop, so 1 transfer, total of about an hour and 20-minute train ride that I had to transfer in between at 1 station. And I got back here, and again it was a 35-minute walk from the train station back down to my hotel. Was pondering picking up a pizza. Decided as I was walking, I passed by a glorious hot dog stand with big Polish sausage looking stuff. I don't know exactly, kielbasa or whatever it was, but it was scrumptious. And I don't know why all of a sudden every single person around here has the loudest vehicle, and they're just sitting here making all kinds of noise. So hopefully you can still hear me. I just grabbed a hot dog and ate it and watched the street musicians, the same ones that were out last night that I videoed, and just sat there and ate my hot dog and watched some music, and then made it back to my hotel. So I'm sitting out in front of the hotel now. Rather than a room video, I thought I'd give you a hotel patio video. So tomorrow I head out to Milan. I brought a lot of clothing. I think I mentioned in a previous video that is not going to be great for traveling because it takes too long to dry and it's not practical for the weather. So I'm going to try to find a post office in the morning and ship a bunch of stuff home so that I have more room in my bags and it's not so cumbersome to try to haul that stupid heavy backpack around. So tomorrow morning will be a busy morning. I'll get up, try to hit the post office first thing around 8, grab some breakfast, and then head to the train station to take actually the exact same train that I took today before the transfer is the one that I take all the way to Milan. So at least I know the ins and outs of the train station and what train to find and all that stuff. So today that was a blessing to have that education. So tomorrow it will be an easier day. I'm trying to think if there was anything really that didn't go well. I was trying to figure out a way, instead of doing a video where I completely lose my schniz and get all upset, if I can just incorporate small little hiccups and things that upset me in the day in the video along with all the goodness. But I can't actually think of a single thing that wasn't amazing about today. So, feeling very, very blessed. Sitting in that beautiful place. I just had a moment to converse with God about his creation, which includes me and all of you who are watching, and to know that he created both really makes me feel special and connected and grateful. And sometimes you just really connect with God when you're in nature, and I felt that today. So very blessed and very grateful. See you later. I love Switzerland. In the mornings, this is amazing. I don't know if it's because all those crazy partiers were out late last night, but this morning, it's like a totally different town. It's so calm and peaceful. Could also be the weather. It's rainy and a little chilly, so everybody's sleeping in and staying warm, but I just love it. It's beautiful in any weather. Scooter down. I made it to Lucerne. Now some wandering. I'm gonna find a couple famous bridges, a couple famous churches, and then see where the day takes me. Lunch and a lovely view. Farewell, Lucerne. This is the best cruise yet. It's so quiet. There's only 5 of us up on this top deck. And none of them are children. So it's very, very peaceful. This is One of the most beautiful places that I've seen so far. I found my favorite spot in all of Switzerland that I've seen so far. Actually, in all of this trip. I just can't believe what I'm looking at right now. These incredible trees and flowers behind me. This beautiful just bench tucked perfectly in this little protective cocoon almost. And then to my left, in the foreground, actually the entire way around, in front of me is the lake. And behind the lake is, it's the Alps. It's the most beautiful place I've ever seen. I'll take a video of the beauty rather than my face, but I wanted it to be quite clear how just happy I am right this minute. I want to remember this moment. The smell and the breeze